Namaste, welcome to Arthaniti. Today and every Thursday, we will focus on people behind the company. Yes, business people, people who make and break the company, the people who are the strengths on the basis of which the foundation of great companies is laid. Today we focus on Bob Iger, the erstwhile chairman of Walt Disney. Now, Walt Disney is a very famous brand, is a very famous name known to all of us. He created this studio in 1923, and the first character that he presented to the world, the Mickey Mouse in the steamboat, which he did in 1928, is still very, very relevant, very popular amongst children and grown ups alike. Right, but there comes a time in the life of every company when saturation sets in. There is a need to change the way things are working. The same thing happened in Walt Disney over a period of years. Now, Walt Disney does not only create cartoons focusing on small children. It has an array of entertainment products which cater to children and grown-ups alike, right? It has its Walt Disney parks, it makes movies, it makes cartoons, it makes television serials. So you have all and sundry products catering to different age groups. But when Bob Iger took over the reins of Walt Disney in 2005, the studio was in a sort of a disarray with some flops under its belt, and the Walt Disney parks not working to its full potential and not earning the kind of profits that they were expecting from it. There needed to be some changes in the way the company was working. Now, Iger proved to be the best choice that was made to lead the company to newer heights. Now, when such a situation arises, be it in our personal lives or at the in any company, there need to be some hard decisions that are taken, like some part of the company which is not profitable and which is not giving returns as expected needs to be shoved off. Some expansions need to be done, some new businesses need to be opened, and some very, very hard decisions need to be taken. Right, if we talk about, if I want to give you such examples, if you take for example the Bajaj Auto company in Pune in India, right, they had to do away with their geared two wheelers. Why? Because the market was on a decline. Even though they started the company by manufacturing those geared two wheelers, it was a very hard decision for them to still stay relevant in the market and be one of the top players in the two wheeler market. They had to show off, they had to close the divisions where the geared two wheelers were produced and focus their attention on motorcycles which were in which for which the market demand was on an increase. Right, so such hard decisions have to be taken in all companies. Likewise, in Walt Disney also, when Bob Iger came into the picture, he had to take some very hard decisions for the company to grow to newer heights from where it was and the problems that the company was facing. Bob Iger decided to make a few purchases, and those purchases proved to be boon for the company. The first such purchase that he did was in 2006 when he purchased Pixar Animation, the animation studio owned by Steve Jobs. Yes, the very own Steve Jobs of Apple. Right, now, Pixar had made and released some very famous cartoon strips like the Toy Story. Iger purchased Pixar Animation for a huge $7.4 billion. This was way back in 2006. Now, many business analysts had written down this decision by Iger, saying that it was a very wrong business call on made by Iger. Why? Because the sum that he paid did not match with the valuations that Pixar Animation demanded. Do you know, till date, the Toy Story franchise has helped Walt Disney earn more than $14 billion. dollars. 11 out of those $14 billion dollars have been earned after Iger purchased Pixar Animation in 2006. Now, in 2009, Iger went on to purchase the Marvel franchise. Yes, The franchise very famous for Avengers and Superman and Iron Man and stuff like that, right? Now, Iger paid $4 billion for this purchase. In 2012, what he did was he purchased Star Wars franchise from George Lucas again for $4 billion. Now, billions of money dollars were spent on purchasing new businesses. See, if you want to grow your business, you either venture yourself into a new business, or if you have the liquidity and cash and resources available, you purchase businesses which will add value and help increase your own business. And that is what exactly Bob Iger did. So, the Star Wars franchise was purchased by him in 2012. Now, 7.4 billion for Pixar, another 4 billion for Marvel, and 4 billion for Star Wars. So in total, he shelled out nearly $15 billion till 2012. Do you know how much money Walt Disney earned from these purchases? The studio earned upwards of $34 billion from the 15 billion purchases that Iger had done over a period from 2005 to 2012. So, between this 7-year period, the $15 billion that he had spent purchasing new businesses helped Walt Disney earn upwards of $34 billion till the end of 2020. Can you imagine the return that he has earned on those investments that he made? No match, correct? In 2019, Iger purchased 21st Century Fox, the studios, very famous studios behind movies like Terminator, Ice Age, etc. He purchased 21st Century Fox for $71 billion, making Walt Disney Studios one of the biggest entertainment studios in the world, not only in the US but in the whole world. Now, he handed over the reins of Walt Disney to another long-time employee of the studios, Bob Chapek. And he finally stepped down from his role as the chairman emeritus by the end of December 2021. Now, all of us know what happened in 2020. The world was hit by COVID and COVID related lockdowns. Disney faced huge losses because of this pandemic, which was thrust upon us. Like their revenues, which were at $2.5 billion when Iger took over in 2005, had reached to almost $12.5 billion by the end of 2019. So that is more than 4 times that the revenues had doubled. The turnover of the company rose from almost $30 billion in 2005 to more than, I'll tell you, 1 minute, $65 billion. So that is also doubling of the total revenue that the company, total turnover that the company earned. So you see, the company was already great by people like Walt Disney starting it. Company was made greater by people like Bob Iger. There is a very famous saying by Walt Disney: you can design, create, and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make that dream into reality. Bob Iger did really turn that dream of Walt Disney into reality and made the company what it is today. What happens after he has left the company now, only the future can tell us. But to Bob Iger and to the way he turned around Walt Disney, a very inspiring story, and I hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more such stories and interesting stuff from the world of business and finance. Thank you.